Hey, love, Roslynn, back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all have been constantly giving me. It's truly appreciated. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and life, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're telling me about your empathic gift and how it impacts your life and heading you in a great direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting or just give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying moments and needs spiritual guidance or confirmation validation towards life path purposes. Please go ahead and share while you're at it. Give your a thumbs up, like, and also share social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Y'all had to sit up here and change that meditation music. It was too comfortable, and I started getting sleepy. Like I said, I was real busy yesterday between doing 7 videos for y'all, then did 2 podcasts off of Spotify, and then I worked out after that while I was talking to one of my soul sisters. And when I say that was a good tired and good pain, because I woke up all sore, face sore from laughing so hard and everything else. I was just like, oh my God, it's killing me, but I'm loving it. I really love being productive that way. But I'm using the channel musically Zen. It's called Reiki Healing All Levels Heart Chakra Purification. Attract the love you deserve. And the video I'm doing is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, keeping the heart open will break the repetitive cycle. That is so true. A lot of times we can go through our very heavy moments, or even when we're going through these changes that constantly challenge us, it can leave us like in a low level, or you just feel tired, maybe because there could be old wounds coming up to the surface, especially when I was talking about the jumping the timelines. It can really put you in some crazy moods, because it's like when I was going through it, I was aggravated, and then I just felt like I was in despair, or just having a mental breakdown, and that becomes a lot, especially if you're dealing with so many different things. Like if you miss a family member that has transitioned, or is coming close to your anniversary or their transition date, you can deal with a lot of other things at the same time as well, and that can be very heavy on a person. And especially with you being an empath, that's already like double times, because we feel everything at a deeper level. And when we're going through really heavy transitions to place in a better atmosphere, as well as better frequency and vibrations. They always tell us to leave our heart open, and a lot of times it's hard to do that if your vibrations, or your focus of energy is placed on negative thoughts and negative occurrences that has taken place in your life, because that's manifesting, and it can get intensified, because a lot of times you don't realize, if you keep working and focusing on suffering situations, you will continue to suffer, and that's the vibrations you're bringing into your reality, and that's what is transitioning, transmuting into, and you don't want to do that. And it's just like when we're going through things, even though it feels like we're alone, it's like we're never alone. Because it was I was talking to one of my other soul fam yesterday, and I was going through some heaviness, but then, I had to shake it off. And it's just like, today ain't gonna be that day, and tomorrow ain't either. Your mind is on things that is totally out of your control. You're trying to get into that better vibration within yourself. These things are a learning experience, even when sometimes we don't feel like we want to face those things, or they may seem, very heavy to face. But if you're ready and you're willing to be in that better chapter of your life that is truly deserving of you, You have to be able to allow yourself to do that, because a lot of times we don't realize it's all about where it can bring you into a psychosis, and you really don't want stuff like that. And not saying psychosis is you're having a mental flip, but a lot of times if it just depends on what you have gone through, what you're constantly facing, and that mess can be very heavy. I had lotion on my face or something. It was toothpaste. Oh Lord, I just finished brushing my teeth and I still had toothpaste on my face. I'm like, what is that? But yeah, going through all those different things in your life, man, when I know you already know it can be very heavy at times, and it can be downright confusing, because you be wanting to sit up here and put your vibration on thinking about what you're trying to bring into your life, what really uplifts you. And it's just universe always guides us towards that direction. It's like not to focus on the things that work your nerves, the people that aggravate you, the people you don't really care for. Allow yourself to, try to convert yourself over to things. It's like, what do you want to unfold into your life? Where are you trying to see yourself at in a few months, or even by a year? What are you trying to manifest into your life? And then when you allow yourself to do that and think about the different projects you want to do, or find different things that is a positive outlet. Like I said, this it's been a up and down situation for me lately, but that's been like that for a lot of people. And it's just when you're going through these different changes in your life, it can be very heavy, and it also can really, put you in some confusing vibrations, especially if you have so many different things you're dealing with. If you're going against family, your children ain't acting right, especially they're out of school right now. There's some people in certain states, they didn't even take their kids back to school. And I know that's enough right there to make you want to just like, hold up. I need me a vacation, momcation, whatever. I need one by myself, just give me a break from everybody in the house. And, just really helping you, find you a positive outlet to bring you in, so you can allow yourself not to just ignore that, but being able to allow yourself, if it has to be mantras, affirmations, like I said, there's some people that put, affirmations on things that they write down, the things that they're trying to allow themselves to disconnect from, because a lot of times when we think about very harmful things that has happened in our life, or negative situations, we have certain people, we still have that strong attachment cord, that what they call etheric cord attached to them. So they always have different techniques and meditations you can use to be able to cut those cords. I do it often. Even if it's just like me allowing myself to visualize whatever archangel that I'm needing at that time for whatever situation, and just being able to allow myself to center myself and see whatever person or situation that is still having that strong hold on me, and allowing myself to see that cord, just that cord, and then the sword, just cutting it off, being able to allow myself to say I love myself, through the things that you have faced. You only use what you had at that time, and you're trying to be able to allow yourself to correct that. And when you're telling yourself that, and you're also, for the person that has placed you in certain situations, and a lot of times it's hard for you to give compassion to a person that constantly is on that focus on trying to break you down, dehumanize you. I've been in situations like that, and I hear about other people, and that's a trigger for within me, because that's something that happened to me, and I know how that can make you feel unworthy of anything. And a lot of times it makes people feel like they don't want to live anymore. I've been in situations like that where I felt like I was never going to receive that peace that I have. And those are the times you have to really go in and find that inner strength within you, and do what you're needing to do to keep your heart open for your spiritual enforcements to come through and help you. And that a lot of times they do that. They send you, through your numbers, through, different posts, people that you may connect with that is bringing positivity, vibrations into your life, to be able to say, hey, I support you. I want to be able to, help you towards the next steps. And that's a blessing right there. When you have people in your life that is wanting to see the best in you instead of distressing you, that's letting you know you've gone further than you even imagined. But a lot of times, if our vibrations, or if our thoughts or our focus becomes on those things that really have hurt us, you're blocking the blessings that come into your life to really let you know, look how these situations just change you for the better. Allowing your mind to be in a conversion is just being able to allow yourself. Don't place hate on people. there's certainly, like I said before, I say it a lot, some people are, projecting through, what all they have, all they know to have, because sometimes people have been doing that for so long when it comes to very toxic vibrations through the wounds that they carry. A lot of times when they try to shift like that, or if they do shift, I give props to anybody who has been narcissistic and they can be honest about that. You very seldom see somebody who says they're narcissistic and they're willing to go through that ultimate conversion within themselves. That's not easy. You got to have strength of a million men to be able to do that. And I'm not saying that it's not possible. It's all about how that person is determined to be able to change their life around. Because it's sad. I always tell people, pray for your enemies, because they see the red flags that's going on. They just feel they don't want to address that. They choose not to. It's a lot easier by breaking other people down to bring them up. And that's sad. I try not to say a negative situation about them being weak, but that is a weakness when you don't want to allow yourself to hold yourself accountable for the actions that you projected on yourself as well as other people, and how that can manipulate, power of control over people. But, it happens every day. And those are the things that we're being placed in. Like I said, people have to have no toxic upbringing or have any toxic connections. When I say God bless you, and you should go ahead and get you a lottery ticket, and see what kind of money you can get out of that situation. But though, for the people that have been going through very hectic things, I send prayers out to them, because I know it's not easy. It's not easy to keep up, wake up with a smile on your face and, just be grateful for the day before on how you made it through this day to come back and wake up and do it again. Like this morning, even though I was tired, I woke up I probably had a good 4 hours of sleep, but it's like, at least I can say, from being happy and laughing and being able to connect with positive people, telling about learning experience, but also putting a positive perspective on why certain things have to be different. That's a good feeling. So my friend, I'm like, girl, my face hurt, from me laughing so hard, especially at 4 o'clock in the morning where everybody's asleep. You just trying to be quiet because you ain't waking up the whole house, watching, different funny videos and stuff like that, and being able to laugh and joke. That's a good thing to have in your life. If you can go through something, you can vent to somebody and they can tell you the positive, outlooks for that situation and try to tell you, this is the reason why it makes you feel this way, or these are the certain reasons why you react, and instead of reacting, you respond. Even you don't have to be a response at all. That is an actual response, but just being able to take positive measures towards the heaviness that you have in your life, because we're breaking those cycles and those curses, and that's something that's not easy. That's why I tell a lot of people, I keep on forgetting I got this cooler over here to scare the mess out of me with that daggone ice is melting. But yeah, going through all those different things in your life, it's like when we place worry, stress, and negativity in our lives, it can bring so many things. It can bring trauma to the body as well as the mind, your health. Even it's just like what you're trying to manifest in your life, it can really mess it up. That's why I tell people, I forgot who it was asking me. It was like, Roz, can you put, in videos, the best thing to do, especially if you're working with addictions. It's just like, I went back to smoking my cigarettes again, and I only got one left, but I'm just like, I'm okay. I go through those moments and I can sit up here and say, I have to find different ways to be very, have a positive outlet, positive techniques for me to be able to, I did that notification on my phone, but that's how I feel. When you can be honest, it's like when you're dealing with so many different things, because there's so many of my family that, anniversaries is coming up back to back to back. And it's kind of hard for me to really, take that moment in time just to breathe, knowing they're in a better situation, they're in a, better place and stuff like that. But, we have those human suits, which carry human emotions. You miss them. You miss the physical presence. You, especially with my situation, is a lot different. I never got a chance to meet. So, that carries a whole new vibration for that. But I know through my situation, I still strongly connect with my family like that. And, even though I didn't, that was kind of in a touch and go situation, I always try to see the positive vibration as well as the outlook on that situation. I'm very in touch with my spiritual gift with me being able to talk to people that transition. So I have a very, very powerful connection like that. And so they're never gone. They always tell people, and I always have to remind myself, even when I feel heavy in my spirit about really, missing my family through grief, I just tell myself, even though they're in a better place, they're not in the worries, and they're still assisting me. And I always tell people that as well. And it's like, they know that you miss them and they're with you, and they miss that physical sense too, because a lot of times when it comes to spirits that have transitioned, what means most to them, they allow themselves, even when they're near us and we may hear them whisper, or we can have a thought of a moment that we had, either it was sad or it's a good one. It allows you to know they hold that dear to their heart, and they don't want us denying our life to us, for living and or existing, when life was denied to them. They want us to be able to take that next breath for them. They want us to be able to, allow our heartbeat in the most glorious way for them. And they always know, we always have to know that they're always there assisting us. That's their job, or the purpose they chose to take, just being able to guide us through that, because they already know the situations that we're facing is not an easy one. So, when we have our ancestors that picked us for this job, and they knew we'll go above and beyond, even though at times we don't really feel like we really can. It just takes time to heal wounds. It takes that time. And a lot of time people that say, don't say that. It takes all that work for you to do, and which over time it will get better, but you have gone towards that time, even though you may miss them dearly in that physical connection. You have to be able to just to allow yourself to not be in that situation of sadness, which is hard to do because I do it myself, on just to know that when you work on it every day and being able to know there's different techniques when you really want to talk to them. I always tell people, especially with my god sister when she passed away, and her mom was always blown away when I can call her and we're not even in the same state. And I'm like, hey, did you do this the other day? And she was like, oh my God, and I said she was there and she wanted me to tell you that, I can tell it really touched our heart when they did that, and it was even mine, because there's times that it'll be certain things that'll come on, or certain songs, and I'll miss them. And I get really teary-eyed. And, going through those different things in our life, it's just like when I allow myself to really look back, for everything that has transpired in my life, I really feel like I'm very lucky for all the things that has taken place, but I also feel very blessed because I'm allowing myself every day to change and to heal, to allow myself, even during those moments when I have to allow myself to de-escalate myself from not being angry or mad or just feel hurt of confusion of what was denied to me. I allow myself to know, these situations that you were placed in, it just brought out something so beautiful, it can be like a beautiful tragedy, and it is, and I got to be able to connect with a lot of beautiful people because of those situations, being able to know I put out videos, and when I can tell about my experience, how I try to see things from a different light. And a lot of times when you're going through stuff, it's hard for you to be able to see that positive outlet when you have so many different things. It's like you got an avalanche of stress coming into your life, and you trying to allow yourself to see it in a positive moment. I'm like, look, let me get pause to the calls because I can't see nothing, positive right now. Just give me my moment, okay? And I try to be able to do it like that. But it's just like we all have that moment. But it's just like now with everything being like it is, like I was telling y'all in the other video, especially about these kids, trying to get, their diploma, and it's just the most pettiest things, y'all trying to keep somebody's diploma for, especially if they worked hard to earn it. I say it couldn't be me, because I'd be snatching up that diploma or holding somebody hostage. You would have given me my baby, so I don't play that. I don't play with that. They didn't make it through this school. I'm like, heck, I ain't even like school, and they actually did that, and that was a blessing. That was a blessing. I don't tell anybody, hey, that's going through it, don't finish school, because that's not a good thing. If I could turn back time, which I can't, I would did things differently, but I'm right where I need to be anyway. But, education is very important, I just wish they'd be in school about telling children about self-care, balancing their life out, being in alignment for what you're trying to do, manifestation, saving money, how to invest certain things. Those are the things they need to be teaching in school, but hey, it is what it is. But yes, it's just like so many different things that's coming into our lives. It's like when I notice that there's time when my heart's heavy, and then I might see a certain animal, and it brings up a lot of emotions because I know what it means at that time. And a lot of times when we're going through those heavy transitions, and there could be things around us before that we weren't awake and we wouldn't pay no attention to, and really wouldn't be like, oh, okay, that's significance of something. But now when you're awake and you pay attention to a lot of details within that, and you're seeing, it's just like, universe connects with us in every way and try to say that you're protected, you're loved. Even when you're going through the worst of the worst, it's going to turn out in your favor anyway, even when it don't look like that. Because it's like, I look at a few things that I'm going through right now and I get aggravated, and it's just like, what? Even the worst situations can bring the best out in you. It just takes you to have to be able to see it in that way. Because if you allow that to see what can a negative situation bring out something beautiful in me that I need to acknowledge, for I need to appreciate, what I need to accept. And when you allow yourself to do that, and a lot of times if you're like a manic depressive, or you just in that low vibration, like the Eeyore syndrome, that's what I call it. Anybody know, Winnie the Pooh back in the day, Eeyore was the most saddest one. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here. He was always so depressed. I was just like, I used to cry. I'm like, Mom, why is he always like that when I was little? But you have that syndrome. It's kind of hard for you to see things in that happy way. But that's when that time you have to really buckle down and be able to allow yourself to invest in trying to get that happiness that, not from an outside source, not through monetary value or things of, materialistic detachments and stuff like that, but just really finding something that really makes your heart sing. What kind of creativity do you have that you really truly enjoy, that, brings out the best in you? A lot of people I know like to do poetry, people like to sing, people like to dance, whatever, anything that it brings your heart out, because there's a lot of people that are going through addictions. Again, like I said, I went back and, started my cigarettes, and it was just at a point where it started tasting nasty to me. And, I started coughing. I was just like, what, this is my last one, just allow myself to do, positive outlets, find something very positive to do, that I don't want to go back and start smoking on cancer sticks again. So just taking that one day at a time. When you can allow yourself just to be honest about those things, that's where your strength comes from, because you're being honest that you're going through a weak moment at that time, but you're working on your character, strengthen your character to keep your heart open for all endless possibilities in your life. And that's what the universe really wants us to do. Because I was just like, when I got up, I said, oh, Lord, let me go ahead and have me my vitamins. I didn't have my vitamins this morning. I said, because I'm so tired. And I was like, tripping up over my words like that. The only time I get like that was when I'm tired. And just being able to go through that. And when I can allow myself to really look at how much, positive vibrations that's been coming towards me, even when I'm dealing with a lot of different things that, I'm really trying to allow myself to heal from, I can really say I'm blessed. You have to be able to do that. When I wake up in the morning and just say thank you. Thank you for me to be able to wake up with a smile on my face. Especially it was like the day before yesterday when I had a dream about laughing and joking with Jay Sheedy and his wife. That one was just hilarious to me. And, different stuff like that. Or I had a conversation and joking and laughing with Kobe Bryant. I'm like, what the hell kind of dreams is this? I'm talking to all these people. But I was like, shoot, I'm here for it. It's just really fun. And I feel like that's a blessing to be able to especially connect with somebody that, is really been influential in people's lives, that I feel like a life was gone too soon, but we can't sit up here and question when God calls their his soldiers home. We really can't. But try to find yourself different outlets that are very positive to you, that can really make your heart sing, and it gives you that instant vibration to make you feel like you're walking on clouds. Especially if you're struggling with your addictions and stuff like that. Like I said, I only got one cigarette left. I'm like, it is what it is. Just find me different things that I know that I get joy from, without having to go, towards, tobacco or, the devil's lettuce, stuff like that. And those are the things you have to really do, exercise. I did that yesterday, so my body's kind of sore because I know I crossed my legs. I was like, ugh, I'm in my 40s now. I don't be moving like that. But even though I've seen people older than me be able to move, I'm like, I need that energy you got, and being able to do that. Because, I've been seeing these little kids outside. I mean, it's like 152 weather up in here in Georgia, like hotter than Satan's toenails. And I'll be looking at kids like, me and my friend and her grandkids. I'm like, girl, remember when we used to have that type of energy back when we were young? It's like, I envy that now. I say, can I have a cup of your youth? Be able to do that. And we just laugh. But yeah, just find some things that really uplift your life. Life is too short. I know we're all dealing with different things. It's like easier said than done when I'm not dealing with your situation. Like I tell people, nah, I'm not dealing with your situation, but I'm dealing with mine, and I'm just trying to allow myself to invest in something that is going to uplift me in a positive way. You have to be able to do that. We're all strong individuals, but a lot of times we allow ourselves to get caught up in certain circumstances that is totally out of our control. And we're not allowing ourselves to invest in the change we can take place in these situations. And like I said, I know it's hard at times, just depending on what you got going on with you, and I send prayers to anybody, anything just weighing heavy on your heart. I know how that can feel. Because there's a lot of stuff out there, that it can really put you in that place. So I send all positive upliftments towards people. But, this is all I got for this segment. Like, I'm going to try to go ahead and push out another few because y'all are sister tired. And I'm going to go ahead and try to get me a little nap in and then go ahead and start right back over again because I'm ready to do this, or just try to hurry up and get all my stuff done so I can go ahead and lay it down. But I would love to give a post notification shout out to Davian Jordan, Carl Fouquet. Much love to you, Lauren, Katie Lee, as well as Rising Origins. Much love to you as well. And if you're new to the channel, thank you. It's so good to have you. And please drop a line. I would love a chance to connect with you. I put my contact information in the description box below, as well as the Heyoka group pages that I'm connected with. I know on the regular Heyoka, I'm not an admin or admin or a moderator on that one. But I know on the Thunder Beings and the Heyokas, that one I am. And we're trying to be able to bring out some more activities that can bring, more of our tribe together. It's just, just wanting to be able to do stuff. There's a lot of people that are out here finding their home, and finding their spiritual gifts out. So I want to be able to connect with as many as our tribes that we have, and just being able to have that community where you feel free, you feel good after you leave, with the connection and stuff like that. That's why I love doing it, the live chats, because I always want you to, even if you're coming in, and you're dealing with a lot of stuff, and just being able to leave and make it feel like very, very peaceful for you. And I really love that when that can take place for somebody in their life. So I am leaving those Facebook group pages and the links down in the description box below as well. Also, I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Be positive on everything that you do, as well as safe. And I hope and pray whatever you're, trying to manifest into your life, it comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined, and sooner than you ever expected it. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things will really take somebody a long way. I love y'all so much, and sending out uplifting comfort vibes or any kind of vibes you need just to get you in that positive vibe, because you really deserve it. You need to be happy. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace.